Okay, so this morning we are on our way to Clermont Ferrand, which is one of the nearby cities, so it's about an hour and a half from us. And basically there is a demonstration or a protest by the farmers. So I'm going to go film a bit of that for you. Basically what they are protesting for is grants. So the grants are supposed to have a dramatic cut over the next few years. So I think it goes down to 30% of a cut. And also that the price of beef keeps just dropping and dropping, so they're protesting against that. There should be something like over 500 tractors today. And yeah, so just to give you an idea of what that is like. So the protest is by one of the agricultural committees and by the Young Farmers Association, and I believe they're asking basically that prices of cattle be that the prices kind of depend on what the production rate is. So whatever it costs to rear an animal, basically that the price of sale should be at least based on that, just so that the sales gets better. So that's kind of what's happening. I will find out more and translate for you guys whatever they're saying, and yeah, just give you some footage around the town as well. Clermont is a lovely town. Okay, so now I'm here in the town of Clermont Ferrand. I actually lived in this town before I went to Australia. So in 2016, when I did my Leaving Cert, I came here to basically work in a restaurant, and then I decided to stop cooking and I went into an engine trading company. So basically there's supposed to be 2,500 protesters here today, I think, and 500 tractors and cows and you name it. There's not a lot here yet, but I will show you once they arrive. So up there is where I used to live, and this is the opera theatre, or the back of it. department number on the tractors, but right now the square is just full of tractors. And there's so many people, every street is just packed up with tractors, as you can see here behind me. So yeah, what this will do, I don't actually know if it will do anything, but if you, it's not the best place to film it. So here we have the north of 63 department, which is this region here is 63 Puy-Dôme. The department we're from is 23, which would be the cruise. They haven't arrived yet, but I don't think there's even going to be enough space for anybody else. Basically, they're all just saying that the government are killing them. Is basically on every single banner there are scarecrow men hanging out of every tractor nearly.
Mais on arrête au milieu là.
On arrive au pied de la statue là, au pied de la station.
Les premières interventions, le président des JA Puy-de-Dôme, donc Quentin Beaumont et Sabine Tolonia, la présidente de la FNSEA, si vous pouvez vous rapprocher du podium, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
On dit stop. Macron, tes promesses de début de mandat sont loin et ton gouvernement prouve son inefficacité face aux patrons de la distribution qui s'engraissent allègrement sur notre dos.
To you guys a bit about what actually happened yesterday. So bang on 11 o'clock, all the tractors came rolling in. About 2 hours in, then the on foot protest came, and that's when they then started speaking and explaining what they were protesting for. So basically the pack, which would be the suckler quota, is on about getting a cut of 30 to 50% by 2023. So that was the main thing that they were all rioting about. And yeah, so they started explaining all of that and saying how they want a sit-down meeting with the Minister of Agriculture to try and negotiate and get better terms on the deal, not to have as big a cut or a cut at all. Then after that, everyone was sitting down eating and drinking, which they shouldn't be doing because of COVID, but they were anyways. Everyone was in the square. As you could tell by the photo, there was no social distancing whatsoever. Probably only half the people were wearing masks. So yeah, after that then started the riots. I wasn't there for the riots, so a lot of the footage is footage that I found later and pictures that I got. I went to get my hair done. Wasn't a complete waste of a day. But yeah, even from the hairdressers I could see the place going up in smoke. Did not want to be part of the riots just because a lot of people were getting arrested and getting hurt. No one was badly injured from what I know, but as you can see from the footage I'll show you in a minute, yeah, the riots started getting out of hand, fires going everywhere. They were hanging rats onto the door. So the big building was the prefecture, which is one of the government buildings. And yeah, they started hanging rats on the door, even though there's people working in there that day, and dumping. They spread manure all over the road on the way down to the main square. And yeah, after their meal and they all got a bit of drink in them, they started rioting. I thought it was the farmers throwing smoke bombs at the police, but it was actually the police throwing gassing the protesters out of it. So yeah, it looked to be a bit hectic. I'm glad I wasn't in it, but from what I know, they did get a sit down. They are getting a sit down, I think it's sometime next week, with the Minister of Agriculture next week sometime. They were threatening that if they didn't hear them this time, then they'd take it to Paris. They have done so many riots before. They've already taken over Paris once with 1,000 tractors. I think it was back in 2015. They have done a lot of protests. France are definitely well used to their protests, their riots, striking. They love it over here more than any other country. They are the biggest country in the world for going on strike. So the police were well used to it. It is not the first, nor will it be the last riot in Clermont. Yeah, so they got something out of it in the end. Whether it will actually come to something good or not, don't know yet. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave you now with the footage that I found on the internet of the actual riots afterwards, and I'll see you in the next video.
Des tracteurs et quelques 3000 agriculteurs venus de toute l'Auvergne, mais aussi de Bourgogne, du Limousin, du Lot, de l'Aveyron, de la Loire ou de la Nièvre. Une mobilisation à la hauteur des enjeux d'une profession qui ne comprend plus ce qu'on attend d'elle. On vient de la nouvelle PAC en négociation et de la loi Egalim. Les éleveurs estiment que le prix de la viande payée aux producteurs est trop bas et réclament le maintien des aides européennes. Ils parlent même d'une attaque violente contre des territoires qui n'ont pas d'autre alternative que l'élevage.
Je sais alternative à l'élevage.
Quelques échauffourées se sont déroulées à la fin de la manifestation, mais les agriculteurs ont obtenu un rendez-vous avec leur ministre la semaine prochaine.
Là, vous bloquez ici. Pousse le lampadaire, pousse-le.